you own a home or have plans to in the future? Or are you upside down in your mortgage and need help? Tune in right now to the Call Toni Real Estate Radio Show with Toni Patillo and her co-host Carla Dennis. This is where you come to learn about buying real estate. Here's Toni.
Hello, Los Angelinos. I'm your host, Toni Patillo, and you're listening to Call Toni Real Estate Radio here on KEIB AM 1150, The Patriot.
So, Toni, what's your word this week? What do you have for us?
We're going to talk about focus today. You know, over the last few weeks, we've dealt with clarity, we talked about intention, then we talked about the why, and, you know, these all sound like they're all really the same thing, but they have different dynamics of how they work together. Now, focus is what we would, as far as from a definition, the center of interest or activity, right? It's the state or quality of having or producing clear visual definition. Right. Focus is paying particular attention to, right? So you're paying very specific attention to something. When you shift your focus, you change your state, you can change your life. Now, these are teachings, as everybody knows. I love Tony Robbins, and he really has some very interesting philosophy. And, you know, this whole objective, like this could be the greatest time that you ever lived if you control what you focus on. Right. Okay. If you control what you focus on, this could be like a magical time in your life. And if you find more empowering meaning, and if you decide to model the actions of those who succeeded before you, it can be the best financial time, the best spiritual time, the best emotional time of your life. But you better take control of your state. Now, a lot of people say, what do you mean when you say take control of your state? What is this? What does that mean, taking control of your state? Taking control of your state means controlling and owning your conditioning. You know, you have to change your physiology. You have to change your thoughts. You have to change your focus. That's what we mean by changing your state. And we'll give a couple of examples in a moment. But I think the best ways to change your state is by thinking about what you're grateful for. Right. You know how you can wake up and you can have a funky morning. You can just wake up and you're like in a funky mood, and you think like the world is coming to an end, or you think that this day sucks.
Yeah,
right?
I just want to put the covers back over your head.
Right. But then you start to think, if you just stop and like, I do this exercise where I get up and I write down 10 things that I'm grateful for. And I swear to you, every time I do that, it changes my energy. Mm-hmm. And suddenly I'm not in the funky space. Now I'm like, oh yeah, I'm good. Mm-hmm. I'm good. So taking control of your own conditioning, you change your physiology, you change your thoughts, you change your focus. Now, you're going to need to get yourself some rituals. So in order for you to really, focus is about changing your rituals. Now think about your rituals. What do you do to change the state of your body? We work out, right? Right. We eat better. Those are rituals. If you don't develop your rituals, you'll keep doing the same old thing and expecting different results. Let's say you're managing and watching your money consistently. That's a ritual. Right. If you're not watching your money, managing your finances on a regular basis, this just means consistency. Rituals are consistency. And that's, in essence, focus, right? So, meditation is a ritual. Prayer is those are rituals. Affirmations, incantations, feeding your brain with knowledge, education. These are all rituals that you can use to change your state. If you do the right thing at the wrong time, you experience pain. If you do the right thing at the right time, you get results. And you get positive results when you do the right thing at the right time. This is all boiling into this whole concept of focus. So the question becomes, how do I know when to do the right thing at the right time? Right?
That's right.
So you got to ask the right question. The answer is in the question. That's what people don't really realize. The answer is in the question. Let me give you an example of the wrong question. Okay. why do I seem to always have money problems? Why am I so broke? You hear that come from a lot of people, right?
Right.
Why am I so broke? Why is it that I can't ever make it? When the question should be, how can I earn a net of $100,000 a month right now while creating incredible value in people's lives?
Mm-hmm.
Just think of the shift in that question. You can go from, why do I seem to always have money problems? Or why am I so broke all the time? To, how can I earn a net of $100,000 a month right now while creating incredible value in people's lives?
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole different shift.
Different mindset.
But it feels different, right?
Right.
Suddenly, you're not feeling so funky about where you want to be. And you're not focusing on what you don't have. You're focusing on what you want, right? Here's another question. I don't understand why I can't seem to find work. My business seems to be going downhill. Well, you could say, how can I be even more aware of the unlimited opportunities that surround me in my life right now? That's another way of asking, How can I be even more aware of the unlimited opportunities that surround me in my life right now? Now, how does that feel better?
A lot better.
So, anyway, whatever you're looking for, you'll find. As they say, ask and you shall receive, right? So I just wanted to get into the idea of focus, and I want to revert over to Phil. And the reason why is because Phil, we've been very, very intentional. We've had a lot of clarity, and you knew what your why was. Mm-hmm. And here we are. This week, you closed escrow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It was effortless. Effortless. And I'm just going to give everybody a little piece of advice. If you have somebody that you're working with that's good, you don't have to think. Mm-hmm. You don't have to stress out. Remember over the holidays when when there was no activity?
Yep.
And I'm like, all I had to do was trust in what Toni said. I said, Toni, should I be worried about this? Is this an issue? She goes, oh, it's the holidays. She was like, I'm like, do we have to drop the price? No, come on, don't be ridiculous. Mm-mm. Just give it to, the right buyer is out there. I'm like, you know what? I'm trusting Toni. Because it's easier than stressing out. Frankly, it's so much easier to trust somebody who knows what they're talking about than to freak out about it. Mm-hmm. And here we are.
Well, I'll tell you where we're at now. Okay. We've got to get into a hyper state of awareness right now. Mm-hmm. And that has to do with going to our next phase. So now we're closed, and now we got to talk about, where are we going from here?
That's right. Okay. Investment.
And we got to get focused, and we got to get yourself in a state. So how are you going to get yourself in a state? You're going to start looking at investment opportunities. Yep. You're going to get your body. You're going to start thinking every day about this. You're just going to start focusing on the things that you want to manifest through this investment. Yeah.
And what's interesting about that is it's so easy after doing something like this, like moving and, putting a place in the market and this whole process. Right. It's so easy to just, check out for a little while. And I think that's probably where people get into trouble is they want to rest. They want to check out. They want to, and you could do that. Go away for a weekend and then come back and focus again. Yeah. And employ those rituals. Yep. We want to remind you that we're here every Saturday at 3 p.m. on Call Toni Real Estate Radio here at KEIB AM 1150, The Patriot, where we're committed to bringing you tools for positive change. If you tuned in late and you'd like to go back and listen to the full show, please go to calltoni.com. That's calltoni with an I.com and click on the prior shows link. You can always call us on our off-air number. Again, that's 888-309-9797. That's 888-309-9797. We want to thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter and friend us on Facebook. And as always, we want you to have a magical, magical weekend.